Hey, what is going on, guys? Melontosh here, back with our GPC Week 3 team builder against the Parasens and Rufus. Unfortunately, we did take another 5-0 loss last week on the back of 3 freezes or 4 freezes. I recommend you go check out that video. Very funny video if you want to check it out in the description down below. Or it will be on a card on screen, right? Meow. But make sure you come back and watch this one. We're going against Rufus and the Parasens. Really cool guy. Make sure you go check him out. Link to him in the description down below. I really need to get a win this match because otherwise going 0-3 is really not a good start. We want to be 1-2 and looking much better. Rufus is 1-1 currently, so he kind of needs a win as well. Going over his team, he has a pretty threatening team in the Victini, the Tapu Fini, the Superior, the Gudra, the Nihilego, the Gurlek, the Metagross, the Raichu, the Shiftry, and the Mega Pinsir. So here's some really threatening team. The 6 I'm expecting him to bring is the Victini, the Tapu Fini, the Superior, the Nihilego, the Metagross, and the Mega Pinsir. Those are the 6 I'm expecting. I think Gudra could potentially come as well, but I do not feel like Golurk, Raichu, or the Shiftry is coming. I feel like Raichu is more likely to come than Shiftry and Golurk though, because it can give him Volt Switch potential and he can run a hidden power for stuff like that. But nevertheless, Victini is one of the biggest threats to my team. Victini, Superior, and Pinsir are all humongous threats to my team. I don't have switch-ins. Realistically, I do not have switch-ins at all. So let's go ahead and see what I decided to bring this match. Unfortunately, I don't have loads of time, so it's going to be quite a quick team builder, I'm sorry to say. But I'm still going to go over my stuff in some detail, so you guys can stick around for that. First up was Mama Jackie, the Mega Kangaskhan, of course with that Parental Bond ability. We have Return, Power Punch, Sucker Punch, and Thunder Punch. I'm expecting either the Fini or the Metagross, I think, to be his Rocky Helmet users. I think Fini's more likely, but then again, he kind of needs that for the Holucha, so I'm not sure what he wants to take with there, but Metagross, depends on the set. I think it wants to be offensive versus me, and then if I can get 2 Power Punches and Sucker Punch off, then that's good for me, so it just depends on how he wants to build his team, to be honest with you. I went to outspeed the Metagross just because that way my Sucker Punches beat the Bullet Punch if he brings that, which I'm very much expecting for my Mimikyu, just to pick my stuff off, to be honest with you. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, I didn't feel like I needed to outspeed the other stuff. I don't want to speed type with Victini. I could very much see him bringing potentially a Scarf. Actually, no, I don't think he's bringing Scarf versus me, if I'm honest. I'm not sure what he would bring against me. Maybe Sub, something like that could be very terrifying, to be honest with you. But I have the Sucker Punch, and that's what I'm going to click against Victini anyway, so I don't need to speed tie with it. And the other stuff, I think I'm going to outspeed by outspeeding max speed Metagross anyway, so I am outspeeding it by a little bit. So next up is Peekaboo the Mimikyu making its debut. Hashtag bars. Oh no, didn't make its debut last week? No, it didn't. Making its debut with the Ghost UMZ disguise, Play Rough, Shadow Claw, and Shadow Sneak with Sword Dance. I'm adamant enough speed to outspeed. Honestly, I can't remember. Something. That's so bad. I think Fini probably. I'm not sure. But I am adamant. This is a huge win con versus him because I do have the disguise. It stops Pinsir from sweeping. Ghost UMZ is going to be able to take it out. Like, it hits his whole team really, really hard. Shadow Sneak for Victini, Shadow Claw / Z-move for Fini, Shadow Sneak Superior does a lot, Play Rough for Gudra, Nihilego dies to any physical move, Golurk is going to die to Shadow Claw, same with the Metagross which I outspeed, Raichu will go down to a Shadow Sneak after some chip, Shiftry will die to Play Rough, and Mega Pinsir is going to die to a Z-move or +2 Play Rough. So Mimikyu is really, really great at this matchup, and I'm hoping to put it in work. And next up is the Zydoge with the Choice Band, 1000 Arrows, Earthquake, Extreme Speed, and Rock Slide. The reason I have both 1000 Arrows and Earthquake is because he doesn't have any, his only levitating one is Mega Pinsir, so before it's Mega Evolved I can click Earthquake and it does more damage. It has 100 base power, whereas 1000 Arrows has 90 base power, and of course I have to not have the grassy terrain up. I did at one point have Glare over the Earthquake, just so that I could paralyze the Superior, but I figured having both of these is really nice. Definitely Rock Slide is for the Pinsir, like I live a quick attack fairly comfortably, and I can just Rock Slide it. So yeah, that's Zydoge. I mean, look at his switch-ins. His only resist is the Superior and the Shiftry. So Superiors, neither of them are bulky. But Superior is a huge threat to my team. I don't want to give that thing a free switch in. So that is still, it doesn't really want to be taking the 1,000 arrows too much. As I am banded. Could not afford to be adamant, unfortunately, but yeah, to outspeed the Superior. So next up we have El Toro, the Assault Vest, which is my only way of dealing with the Superior. I'm 108 in speed to outspeed a Tapu Fini with 24 EVs, I believe. Let me just check, or maybe it's 20 EVs in speed. Let's put 24 in. Yeah, 24 EVs in speed. Because I think he wants to be bulky, but he may decide to add a little bit of speed in there just so I can't creep him as easily. But Horn Leech is going to be doing a lot to this thing. Mega Horn is going to do a lot to the Superior. It's not going to kill. I can live a Leaf Storm, like no boosted Leaf Storm into a +2 Hidden Power Poison with this thing and go for the Horn Leech. But I'm expecting him to bring Hidden Power Fire because I do have the Fortress on my team, so I think the Hidden Power Fire is the play for him, which means I can take a few hits from this thing. I know Grassy Terrain boosts the Leaf Storm, but I really don't have anything else that can take a hit, and I want Grassy Terrain for my next mon, which is Nacho Libre, the Holucha. Having the Grassy Seed with the Unburden, Acrobatics, High Jump Kick, Swords Dance, and Drain Punch didn't need much coverage this week or anything creative. Drain Punch is just there in case I think he's going to click Protect, or if I can just get a little bit of health back with something. This thing is basically my premier sweeper versus him. It kills pretty much everything on his team at +2, and there's quite a few things I can set up to +2 on. Can set up to +2 on the Victini, on the Fini, on the Superior if it has no boosts, on Gudra most likely, Nihilego no, Golurk yes I can, Metagross yes I can as long as he's not 252 Adamant banned, Raichu I cannot, Shift Tree I can, and Mega Pinsir I cannot obviously, but still I should be able to get to +2 against him. However, the problem is most of the stuff I can get to +2 on puts a Nacho Libre in quick attack range for Pinsir, but he will have to sack something, which is great for me. So Nacho Libre is not really going to be my win con this game, but it is going to be a way to break down his team even more. Once he's been whacked with the Zydoge, he's not going to be left with much options, so that Mimikyu can sweep in the end. And last but not least is Golem. This is strictly here for the Mega Pinsir. I do think he's bringing close combat Mega Pinsir just because I do have the Tapu Bulu for the grassy terrain, so it makes more sense. And the only thing he really needs the Earthquake for on my team, looking through my team, is the Nidoqueen, which is going to get absolutely destroyed by a return, and the Golem, which close combat hits even harder than Earthquake. So I feel like for sure he's bringing close combat. So I do have the Trouble Berry. I am Rock Blast, Stealth Rock, Sucker Punch, and Stomping Tyrantrum, so that my own Earthquakes don't get stopped by the grassy terrain. I am Max Defense. It means that if he does bring Earthquake, I take Earthquakes relatively well, unless he sets up a Sword Stance on the switch, which is a very easy prediction for him to make and something he can do. But I'm expecting the close combat, and Rock Blast is going to absolutely obliterate that thing. So that is going to be the team for Rufus and the Parasens. Let me know which mon you guys think is going to be doing the best in this match, and let me know if you think I'm going to put out the W. But if that is going to be all from me today, guys, if you guys did enjoy today's video, or you are feeling like an absolute legend, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. But other than that, I will smell you later.